and welcome to Zoe Your Own. Got a cheeky little visitor with us for now. I'm sure she'll go off and sunbathe. Sunbathe in a little while, won't you, little dog? I've got a slightly different one for you today. It is still obviously going to be gardening related, but I have got these massive green and leafy cups. Oh, it sounds quite echoey in there. And these come from the little coffee shop in which I work, and I've only been there a few weeks, but they had some artificial stuff in them, of which my boss lady wasn't too fond of, and she gave me full reign. See you later, Flo. She gave me full reign of making them look pretty. So in one of them, I'm gonna put a little pepper plant and a little chili plant in them, and then in the other one we have got 4 lovely little succulents to pop in the other ones, because she's given me a full control of the plants and things on the windowsill, given that I'm a bit green fingered, although technically right now I'm blue fingered. Yeah, I take that feel quite honoured, if I'm honest. I've already popped some things on the windowsills in there, just glass bottles with, I can't remember what it's called, Fucushinonera or something like that, that I propagated at home, and they look absolutely lovely, because you can just, obviously, because they're in glass bottles, you can see where all of the rootage is going. So I've got a few more plants I can add to that collection as well. But yeah, enough of me waffling. Let's get to it. Okay, so as they're closer, you might put a bit more compost in there. That means I get to do my favourite thing. Oh, rustle. Yes, fill that one nicely to the top, like so. So it hasn't let me down yet. Flo, I don't know if you can see that from there, but my cheeky little monkey of a dog. Oh yeah, you can see her in my little planter. You cheeky little dog. Honestly. It's not like she really helps with anything though, cheeky monkey. So I've got one of this type of succulent. It's a bit weird. I have one of these myself in my house. And these guys are a real bargain as well. They're from a beloved pound shop. They're yeah, they're not bad for a quid, I tell you. And these are one of the many things in that shop that are actually a quid these days as well. A quid each. And usually when I say that, I get a joke from Billy. Isn't that game from Harry Potter? And we've got this weird little sort of like floppy, almost variegated type of one as well. So I've used multi-purpose compost for my succulents that I have in my house as well, and they have turned out all right. And I assume they're happy and healthy. None of them are dead. It's usually a good sign. Oh, although I do think that those two are similar, but this one's, I mean, for a quid, look at that. You can't, I mean, it's a bit dry and it's a bit clumpy. Oh, that's what I need to do as well, isn't it? Oh, let me take these out, because you need to sort of loosen them up a bit to help encourage the roots around, don't you? What am I doing? All right, I've got that, I got that same old excuse. I'm just a beginner. And as I think that 2 of these are the same, I'm going to put them opposite each other, because I think that as they get much bigger, that'll look quite nice. That's my thought anyway. Oh, I didn't loosen this one up. Come on, Zoe, what are you doing? Oh, it's because it's so sunny and warm out here. We've finally got a bit of summer over here in Norfolk at last. Ah, lovely. Right, that's that jobby jobbed. Beautiful, and nicely in there. I water all of these at the same time at the end. All right, so here we go. 1 big cup with love for lovely 4 lovely succulents go on the windowsill in the little calf, so hopefully they'll be nice and happy in there. It does get a lot of light during the day, or during the day. It doesn't even sort of depend on what time of the day it is. And then, oh, look at this gorgeous beauty. Oh, I wonder what my let's make a little hole first, shall we? That's an idea, isn't it? Don't know if I might put a bit too much compost in here. And I'm hoping, oh, look at those roots. Oh, I'm rooting for these guys. Honestly, I've been full of the dad jokes today. The scones went quite quickly this morning. And then they were all scone. Honestly, I amaze myself sometimes. There is no bounds to my talents, I'm sure. And then we've got this lovely chili plant. And let's see if we're rooting for this guy too. Oh yeah, and this guy's got some nice lovely thick strong roots on there as well. And because these guys are going in the windowsill, I know, obviously chili plants and pepper plants are usually outdoor, but I am hoping that this is going to work like this in this manner. I really do hope. Right, well, and that's those guys all nicely potted up too. That didn't take long, did it? There we are. Lalio's job. And these lovely big cups, I didn't need to bring the saucers home, because they have got nice big holes in the bottom. They've got some nice big green saucers that they'll sit on, and I'm really hoping that they'll look really nice and they'll be really happy on the windowsill. That really is my plan. I don't want to let my new boss lady down. And as well as that, I have got some table decorations that I am also going to do. So I don't know if you can remember me saying about the Japanese herbariums I made for my friend's wedding. I'm also going to make some of those to go on the tables too. I feel like I'm at the Oscars. I've had a costume change, but I cannot bring my muddy, dirty stuff indoors, so that stays out there. And then I thought I'd get changed into something nice to show you how I make my Japanese herbariums instead of keep talking to you about them. So I don't know if I have mentioned that what they are is dried flowers suspended in oil, and these ones are to go in the coffee shop along with the cups that you've just seen me do. So I've got a few of these jars. I'm just going to start off with one to show you. And what am I going to start off with? I think I'll start off with my lavender. I think so. This is lavender that I had growing in my garden. This was already here when we moved in, and it is an absolute plentiful bush. There is so much on there, and I hang dry all of my stuff myself. So if my gas man came around at any point, he'd probably think I was absolutely bonkers. So I've got lavender, sage. What else have I got up there? I'm testing some weird things, but very much that if it's got a flower on it, I'm gonna have a go at drying it to see if I could get it in a jar. I can't really remember how I stumbled upon these herbariums, if I'm entirely honest. I think it was when I first started pressing flowers that I'd put into the good old interweb, what to do with dried pressed flowers. And but yeah, these herbariums were one of the things that came up. Sort of like had a little test and everything, and they I think they seem to work, and they do look really quite pretty. And I've got plenty of flowers in my garden, of which I can dry up and use. I don't live too far away from a load of fields, so I can just walk down to those and get a load of stuff from there as well. Now this is what I seem to have found is the tricky bit. Is especially when you've got like a whole bunch like this, for example, is making sure that it fits in there nicely. So obviously the lid's going to come all the way down. You don't want to fill it to the top. So on these ones, I fill literally just to this line here. Right, so that needs to lose some of these bottom bits here, I think. Let's just push that up a bit more. And obviously I'll cut all of these stems off as well before I put it in. But I have found that it's easier tying the jute string around whilst you've still got the stems in there. But let's have a go at that. Let's see how we fare with that. I'm now just going to cut the stems just a little bit underneath the thing, the main bunch. And the most time consuming thing about this is literally waiting for your flowers to dry. Even in here I managed to do my favourite thing of rustle. So I've popped the lavender in the jar there like so, and I always have to have something down. And I'm now just going to top it up with oil. Oh God, she says. Yeah, always making a mess. And now this is a big bottle of mineral oil, and because I make quite a few of these, it makes sense for me to have a big old 5 litre bottle. But Johnson's baby oil, not sure if I'm allowed to sort of describe it quite like that. See, but baby oil does exactly the same. That was what I was using when I first started making them. To test them out. And I think I was saying a minute ago that it depends on where you plan on drying your stuff as to how long it takes. I have all mine up in the loft, and especially at the minute because it's so warm, they're only taking about 2 weeks to dry. But you do need to obviously regularly check on them. And now I've got my oil and my lovely lavender in there because these are going to go on tables in the cafe. My boss lady did ask me if I'd be able to super glue the lids on to make sure that no one, that people don't take the lids off and then all of a sudden we've just got oil absolutely everywhere. I'm just going to put a nice old coating of glue around there like so. And I'll put this on as tight as it will go. Hopefully that'll set, give that a wipe down. And now just for the little finishing touch, I've got a lovely whole collection of ribbon. Oh, I've got some. Here's some I made earlier. If anyone's ever used ribbon, trying to keep it on the spool is one of the hardest things to do. And this is some that came off of the spool when I first got it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some lovely ribbon on here just to finish it off. It just adds that little bit of pizzazz of extra colour, I think. There we go. Now I'll trim little bits off, throw that bit in there and throw that bit in there. And there we have it. One lovely Japanese herbarium. Oh, there we go. Now to make the rest. Oh, well, and there we have it. Japanese herbariums all made. This last one was a little bit tricky because it had it's a type of thistle or teasel, I think, and it's got loads of tiny little thorns all up and down the stem there. So that one was a little bit tricky to do, but they are fun to make, I'm not going to lie. And now to take them to work. Well, and that is it for this one. So you've seen my my little work project. So I'm always busy doing something. I've got no idea where I find the time either. Thank you for checking out this one. This kind of gardening, but kind of not gardening. Always much appreciated for anyone that pops past and sees me, especially now I'm just over 100 subscribers. Yay! The next one I will definitely be back out in the greenhouses, but don't forget to come back and see me again very soon. I'm always up to something, whether it's turning my hand to something new or trying to carry on with the garden and stuff. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Laters, taters.